Hello everybody, welcome back to a new episode of Railway Empire 2. And as you can hear, I've turned on the music. Although it's a little bit loud, so go to 50%. I've done that because I thought it would be a nice idea to have something in the game that represents the culture of the time. So that's one of the reasons why I turn the music on. Usually I don't play with music, so if I get bored by it, I will turn it off again. But for now, let's keep it going. So we have been doing some things. We have a problem with that city by the looks of things. No corn, no woods. So let's see what happens here. We start by this. Check on this. We supplied. It's number one. That's number two. That one is off to that, okay. So we do actually have goods coming in, especially these two. The big question is, does this one also do sugar? And the big answer to that is no. Can it? The answer to that is yes, it can. Is it a good idea to do it? Yeah, I think it is. Although I can't even get to it with my usual measurement method. But it looks like Novotna train station is actually slightly more close. So what I can do is I don't seek Dovarova. Now the big problem with this is that I need to do a 4-track. Which means this one is actually easier. And I think I will add 2 more trays to that. Berlin vracht by. Turn around over here. for wood, salt. I think I know why. Let's confirm, and I think that at some point I had in mind to add this one to my track. If I want to do that, do I have to adjust stuff? I was actually planning to do similar for everything over here. So let's go to Vienna and let's check cargo station, Augsburg supply, Vienna supply. That one is going to rename this one. Because that will make things easier. Vienna 1 is doing a run for grain, sugar, another grain to Linz, where we pick up planks, another run for grain to Salzburg, where we pick up clothing. Okay, so that part is covered. It's doing beer and planks. What it doesn't do is winkelman. Back to the cargo. Now we've got logs, and the only thing I lack is corn. Which I can get from Urban. Back to Vienna. Two trains, 3, 4. Confirm. Then we've got our refrigerator stuff. Let's see, Fuchs. Meat, 2. There's no need to load meat here. Then back to Budweis, to Vienna. I need to get milk for Vienna too. Got vegetables. Okay, done. Trial. No, not done. 4. Confirm. Vienna. Then the train is heading over. Never getting something else. Kaiserliches Noordoost passenger. Only one. 2, 3, 4. Done. Right. To Budweis. Is Budweis having vraagt Budweis supply 1 and 2. Dresden, Linz, Pilsen, Prague, Salzburg. Budweis 1. Let's see. Grain, beer, cloth, corn, sugar, that means it could also visit Winkelmann. That's the only one having logs. So I need to add that. To the list. Confirm. Budweis 2. Edit. Milk. Veggies. Meat. That's it, because there's no apple nearby. No fruit nearby. So that's okay. Next, Dresden. Dresden 2. There's Dresden 1. There's the Dresden 1. Weiland, Dresden. Weergaan, Dresden. Winkelmann. Won't it be easy to get the logs elsewhere? No, because we have to make a strange turn. Winkelmann, Faber, Krull, Prague. Is it okay? Confirm. Dresden 2. Krull, Dresden, Krull, Budweis, Dresden, Weimar, Vialova. Okay, no veggies. 2, 3, 4. It's so easy. Did I do Pilsen? Yeah, I did. Once again, miss out on Winkelmann. Let's add another train. that one. No, I think I decided at the point that I would keep this as extra supply, so let's do that. It's for Prague. Prague supply. Prague Suppy. No, not Suppy. Supply. Cloth, grain, beer, corn, boots, sugar, and another cloth. Anything else? No, I don't think so. Then we've got brew. Brew doesn't have its own supply. Goods. Took me 70 minutes to figure out. Let's start with the corn. There we go. Pink one man. Cargo. Need grain. Best option for that is not going to Prague, but going along this line or that line. Fuck all, man. Yeah, because the other one, Nova, is probably a good choice. Room, which also means go to Prague and brew sugar and vodka. Don't need meat. Don't need meat. Can do with meat. Don't need meat. Sugar. Don't need meat. Maybe smart. And do that. Room supply 1. Confirm. No message, so everything's okay. Next. Pachkova. Brunn, Bielova to Brunn. So, am I able to do this? Income, Pressburg, Ulbova, no. That's a shame. That's absolutely a shame. Because if I was able to go here immediately, things would have been so much easier. Okay, I can send this to Budweis, come back, Kral, Brunn, done. Number 2. Brunn. Next. Breslau. No trains. Oh! Okay, that's a spot of luck. I mistyped, so I want to be sure that nothing extra comes into Zielinski. Breslau. Statowski. Breslau. Yeah, I do have to make the connection between Breslau and Zielona Góra. That's going to be fun because my cargo stations are at the bottom. Zielona Góra is the easiest one. Also means I may be able to get something else. The other option, but the stations are still at the bottom, is woods. Given the distance Urban, Breslau, Adamski, Breslau, Zielona Góra. Yeah, because that also means I can find out a way to get that to the southern part. Thing is, this is going to be the easy part. Connection to Breslau will be more complicated. But I will most likely build it in a similar way. So, that's one. Not going to include that one. I need cargo from Breslau. No, wait, hang on a second. Build. Edit, where is it coming from? Adamski, and then Breslau. What if I turn this part in 4-track? This part in 4-track? Similar to what I just did. That means I got 6 tracks available right now. The other side 2. Maybe I should I hope that's long enough. 4-track. Now the annoying thing is that I'm going to turn this from a 2-track to 6. But in general it's actually not even needed. So everything is getting double switches and all, but it isn't actually needed. The only reason I'm doing this is to make sure that I got multiple tracks available right now to enter the city. And by that giving the trains a choice, because if they move in and have to go to there, they will encounter a problem at some point. And with 6 tracks I will bypass that. Now the only question remaining, I can change that easily, is, well, not this, because this is not what I wanted. Just have maximum speed, come on. Keeping one free, keeping one not free. Let's check height lines. Maybe it should drop a bit in here. A tiny bit. But that kills my speed. And it actually makes things worse. A 10% incline. Because of this, probably. Something like that. It's a little bit more expensive, but in the end it's going to work. Builds. Builds. I think it's a good idea to do this too now. Breslau, Zielona Stacja. But we don't do cheese. Back to Breslau. We don't do beer. Breslau. No beer. No beer. No beer. Beer. Okay, that's Breslau number 1. Next one. The meat run. Cold stuff. Or freight. Breslau, let's see. Yeah, Katowice. But actually the first one is Bielova. Breslau. Then we need milk. Don't, but I can get cheese here. The Breslau. Can get meat there. The Breslau. So what's missing is fruit and milk. It's quite far away. It's not a good idea. That's quite far away, but probably a better idea. Even that's passing that anyway. Here we go again. And the next one. Confirm. Okay, that's Breslau. Got the feature. No need to start. Lock. Trade. Except I shouldn't start there. I might as well start something where I can find more useful stuff. Sadowski. Got the feature. Zielinski. Got the feature. Urban. Yeah, because otherwise it has to make quick stop. Got the feature. Novotna. To Gatnovi. Light lines. Got the feature. The cargo station is here. Prague is too far away. So I do have to go to this. Katowice. And I keep forgetting one thing. Why do I go to Novotna when I can actually go to Adamski? Katowice. Maybe I should do that. Yet again. Use one for cattle. The other one for sugar. Like that. Still have to find a way to get to Novotna. No, I don't have to, because I got the sugar over there. Confirm, which also means Breslau. Supply route. Now that one is going to Adamski. Got the feature. Just noticed I have forgotten something. Maybe I should start doing that first, before completing everything. Let's run. Lots of trains are going to run right now. So there's no need to go to Novotna from here. Not even for Pressburg. What I have forgotten, very stupid. Yeah, that's me. Every once in a while I do those kind of things. Yes. I messed up. Pracht to Pressburg is at the bottom, at the bottom, at the bottom, at the side. So I need to cross. Right, in that case I might as well do that now. In a game you can make problems, but you're the one who is doing things under, not over. I was actually thinking about going over it. And for this exact reason. Are you just playing games with me, game? Being a nasty bugger or something? Let's see. This goes perfectly well. That goes perfectly well. Now we're going to the side and then start turning around. Connect to him. See? Absolutely no problem at all. Gonna do nothing about it. Done. And even cheaper as the other one used to be. Because I saw a red block over there. Which is gone now. Here we are. Now I'm going to do the fun tracks. Pressburg. Ooh, this is going to be not fun. Unless I do it like this. Why isn't it following the previous track? No. Now I might have screwed up everything or nothing. In this case, nothing. Lucky me. Very lucky me. Pressburg. I'm going to do it easy this time. There's no need to make a connection like that. In this case, that's a lot easier what I did. Not this part actually, 4 different tracks going in 2 different directions. 4 pair of tracks I should say, going in 4 different directions and it all working out. Very nicely. I think if we have time left, I'm going to do one of the cargo transports to follow and see how that's going. Given that by now I got so many transports going. It shouldn't be too much of a problem. I think with all the tracks we've built and extra crossings and whatever, it will be quite nice to look at. The pressbook is connected. Not so sure about the music, by the way. I know Railroad Tycoon always did the more American style music, which was certainly more upbeat, and that was in a way some sort of mismatch when the game was playing in Europe. At the same time, I don't know what to think about this. I mean, something more in that time frame. When I think about that, I'm thinking about something classical. So think of Tchaikovsky. I don't know which else composers lived in that time. I think Camille Saint-Saëns. That's the kind of music I would think of, not this. And I'm very sorry for gaming minds, but personally I'd be like, you should have chosen something more related to the continent and the time frame. Okay, that's done. Now we had Katowice supplied. We need a few $100,000 for the next bunch of trains. Let's say close to $1 million even. Now, I think this one is actually more of the current time frame. Yeah, a change of 21 million. Nowadays everybody would panic. Probably at that time too. For me, it's like, nah, not really a problem. I mean, that's the reason. No return. Still curious about hers. So curious why this one is lacking water. And while it's heading to Kralstrup to pick stuff up which it actually has to drop off in Vienna. We'll see. Katowice. I had the supply one with all the dry stuff. Over. Over. Back to Katowice. Picking up. I think this is really going to be a problem. No, it isn't. Great. Katowice. So we got meat, milk, cheese, but I don't have the opportunity for cheese. Yeah, I do. Katowice. No meat needed. Milk. No meat needed. Veggies. Meat needed. No clothing needed. No meat needed. Zelina. Dry stuff. Zelina. Only dry stuff. No need to. Damski. Don't need to pick up meat here. Go to Zelina. Where's the corn? Urban. By a trip. Plus I have to do that. Not going to do that. The other option is here. That's also not an option. I think I have some stuff over there I could. Have to create a stop some way or another, because this is causing a problem over here. That's the corn, and I need logs too. Logs can be picked up over there. Oh, did I do that for Katowice? And in the end, I'm going this way. Pressburg. And back. Done. 2, 3, 4. Confirm. Yes, I will work something out later. Katowice. Cargo. Yes, I did. Okay. Just didn't add more trains. Done. This is also more like that age. No, I mean, but yeah, we had Strauss, but no, Radetzky was the March. But like I said, Strauss, Camille Saint-Saëns, I think the Bolero, Maurice Ravel, things like that should be happening in this time frame. Okay, number 1 is done. I only need to change the name. New one. In this case, no. So we've got fruit over there, which means to supply my cities with fruit and clay, the northern part has to come in from Zelina, the southern part from Pressburg, Bova, and I can't make connection that way, so it's really Pressburg split over from Hulubova and split that way. This is dead end. You need to supply this one with meat, so I have to stop twice at Adamski. to Selena. Go back to Adamski for another load. That's done. Now I need the cold stuff. Which means that eventually that okay. Here we go. So that Apple stuff probably needs to be done with a warehouse, which also means that I will do that at a normal rural station. And that also means that I have to figure out which one is centralized enough to do that. Plus, am I able to drop other stuff there, like pottery, uh, chemicals, the paper, all like that. There's Pressburg, ladies and gentlemen. We're almost there because Vienna is already done. Yeah, I was afraid of that. I can probably change that when I am using this as a waypoint. Getting the same shit. So if it's I either get it at Faber or at Leeds, and I don't want that. Fortunately, we also have Sadowski. So logs, grain, logs, grain, sugar. Still having that problem. Salzburg and Ricard. Wait, from Sadowski to Pressburg, of course. Freight. Grain, sugar, corn, wood, clothing. Yeah, that may do it. No beer needed here. No beer needed here. Beer. No beer. No beer. Later I may actually use Budapest to supply part. We also need a cold supply. So, log, freight, now I got a problem with him. Unless I send this train all over Yep, I was afraid of that. So, that way. Milk, meat, vegetables, any place I can get cheese without too many problems. Not in Budweis. Only option would be Zielona-Góra, and that's a bloody long way from here. So for now I keep it like this. Later, when I've got this part edit and Budapest edit, I will probably edit my route. Why is it turning around? So those are all my trains. Now let's see if I'm able to get the ones from Vienna. Follow. Not copy. Delete. Train. Number 1 and number 2 are right behind each other. Number 3 is waiting for deployment at Fuchs. Fuchs. Is it that? Crowded over there? So it's not deploying number 4 or number 3. This one is off to Kral, but I'm not sure if it's the first or the second stop. Supply number 1. Salzburg. Increase distance in Vienna. 1. That one. Urban. That's the last one. Okay. So let's ride along with him. No, I got a much. I'm absolutely not smart. Check. Sorry for that, but yeah, that's my usual recording sneeze. Fortunately, that always pops up at some point. With meat. One, number two, number three, and number four. Okay. Because this one is having that nice bridge part. Partially, at least. You missed it. So we're going to move around to show the blauwe toon now. Which I think at that time wasn't exactly schön and blau anymore. A kind of irony or funny coincidence that the train I'm currently using is named after one of the longest rivers in Europe, and it's driving on the left or right, depending on where you stand. Let's call it the northern bank of another river which is one of the longest in Europe. Funny coincidence. I think personally that the passenger and cargo tracks should have been the other way around in this case, because it would be much more beautiful on a passenger train to drive right along the riverbank. Oh yeah, can't have all. I forgot something. Everything else is okay. So let's drop some meat in Pressburg. Sure. Sorry, this is finally. This wasn't intended. Oh well, some people may recognize it, some people may not. Fortunately, it wasn't a call or something else, but Sorry for the interruption. I might as well mute my phone for a moment to avoid this. So, waypoints. I'm curious if the Rhine is also having that noise problem. I can't remember. I think it's only the express trains having it. There's quite a passenger train waiting over there. 5 out of the 6. There's another one coming in. That's Mill, I think. Yep, that's the Mill car. That's 4. So all of that has been improving. So we're going to get that bridge soon. But we already have. I wasn't paying attention because of something. Sorry for that. This is 8 tracks at least, so that's all good. And here we are. This is the crossing. Oh, this looks, yeah, nice. It looks exactly as I had intended. Of course, I'd rather not have done it. This looks exactly the way I had intended it, so that's good. This is a very nice view. Stop. It would be even better. Would have even been more beautiful if we had a train on either track. Yeah, this is quite nice. This works out nicely too. Although speed is dropping, which is, yeah, makes sense. The only thing that's making me feel a little bit uneasy is the location of where the player is right now. That's better. Every time it feels like my head is going to slam into one of those signal posts. No. Prefer not to. Ouch. They're moving. I'm looking at my phone. I'm glad that I turned sound off for you people. Let's just say that my team is doing pretty well. So far it's looking good. Both the environment, and the way the trains are doing. This one will go to the complete right. So it's really the express trains having the problem. I mean, this one is signaling, but in general, not that long. That's the other one. That's so one load of cattle again. No, I won't do the same thing. And this is what I meant about having more busy tracks. What's this? Here. And we have a train in front of us. Resupply. Let's see which one. Got the feature supply number 2. Why are you bringing milk to that terminal? So I'm going to have this one in front of me at all times. The entire rest of the journey. Unless I'm lucky at some point and the train gets the option to pass it in one of the stations. It's one of the things I actually missed, that the trains can't overtake. It's nice to see that the tracks are a lot more. That's great. That the tracks are a lot more busy now. Now, by the time we actually caught up on the train, it's already left the station. That's a pity. So we won't be able to overtake it. While in real life, the full train had to stop at the station here, wait for the track to be clear, then this one passes and the other one can follow. That one's going to our right. Okay, the good news of that, the other one is able to catch up in speed. and stay ahead of us. Oh no. No, Villanova doesn't have a warehouse. There's the noise. So the Dukes are really making a lot of noise. This one is empty. Well, that's going to change. Let's check, since we're going to be resupplied anyway. Maintenance depot. No, see? Then I don't understand why the other train is using a large load of milk. Hey, maybe Katowice didn't need it yet. But that's no reason to bring it along. Unless AI thinks that by the time that train comes back, the city has grown that much it actually does need. Let's look at those arrows. Messenger, Katowice supply, Breslau supply, mail train, supply 2. Quite crowded over here right now. Several of my passenger slash mail trains are running empty right now, but that's not intended. Let's see if I blow the horn. May get one here now. That's because of the signpost here. But there are multiple trains behind me making all that noise. Not this one. maybe it is this one because of the signpost. In a way, I doubt it. Let's look. Two supply demanding trains behind me. So yeah, when those are close to each other, you get this all the time. This is looking good in general. And at least the train is able to keep up its pace now. It's also a good thing. Let's see what we got on this one here. That's passenger tracks we have right, I think. Or is it? One of the cargo trains that was earlier ahead of me. Well, we find out soon enough. I think it's the latter. Though this is a rural station. So it's very hard to find out.
Aren't you surprised? Nobody bid on it?
No, because nobody has money to bid on it, lady, except for me. Nice, maintenance time reduced. It was actually one of the research I hope to get. So this is actually speeding up things because I can go for Le Continent now. Very nice. Getting a little bit crowded over here, I think. Or something has happened. And I may have to add another train at some point. Because it's very, very, very crowded. Castle. I was heading. Where's my Pilsen? Pressburg. There it is. So my research has been sped up, which is nice. Absolutely nice. Because we will getting another passenger train pretty soon now. We're getting close to 210 points, research points. I need 300, so 30 a month. 3 more months after this, and we've got Le Continent. And a lot of train change, replace stuff. If I forgot something here. No, I haven't. Simply like this because of that change we had to make. So that part of track isn't broken off, it's going down. I'm, yeah, pleased with the way things are going right now. if we switch tracks again. Yep, we switch track again. I think we're catching up on the one with all that milk. I also see the time, so what I'm going to do is we continue up to Villalova terminal, and at that point calling it a day. And next week I will think about if I'm going to do a complete episode following trains, or if I actually continue building and do something like that. Or maybe I build offline and we follow the trains. That's an option I can do. Because I've been doing the building so often, I think about every person who's been watching my videos can actually dream the method. Especially now I got all the funding. So I may actually do it like that. Build the next part, which is going into Austria, Hungary, and former Yugoslavia, so Bosnia, Serbia, Slovenia, all that. Build my route over there. Maybe prepare the part going to Italy. And when time comes for the next episode, we simply hop on one of the passenger or mail trains and ride everything I built. It would certainly make things look better, I think. That's the train that was in front of us, then got ahead of us. Now it's in front of us again. Yeah, so we still have the sound loop even on this train. At this point, the train should be able to pass. Maybe I am able to pass, or is this where we have? This is our end station. Going to load up on vegetables. Maybe, perhaps. Probably not. Because we don't need it yet. There, March 1st, 2 stars, 3 months to go. So April, May, June. In June we have Le Continent. 3, 5, 6, 7, 10, 12, 14, 15. 15. 1,500. So this one actually just left. So they're all loading up on milk here. But it isn't needed yet. Anyway, my next building part will be to connect Budapest. Let's bring up the flow of goods. Passengers. Pressburg, heading to Budapest. Vienna, Pressburg, Budapest, Pest, Slavonsky, Brod, Zagreb, probably Trieste, Graz, Zombartelli, something like that. So we got a weird curve here. But that way I'm able to cover everything in here, with exception of Zadar, Split, Sarajevo. But I can do that from Zagreb. And another advantage, I'm able to pick up apples at 2 spots. So I may actually set up a warehouse at some point for everything visiting this area. to start picking up apples. Do we have vegetables near? Yes, here near patch. So even that can be dropped off there. So vegetables, apples and milk at this station to start with. For now, thanks for watching everybody, and I do hope you've been enjoying this. The next tour will be fun, absolutely fun, because we're going to do a very nice trip towards actually Hungary, a little bit Croatia, Slavonia and Istria, and Trieste is going to be my next hub. Look, we got vegetables here too. Trieste is going to be my next hub to move into Italy. So 9 days, 15 days. I have to see how I'm going to solve this part, but it's going to be all nice. Next week you'll see what I've done. Thanks for watching everybody. Have a good week, and I'll see you in about a week. Goodbye.